EA Sports, no bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Set. 18. Number 53. Mike 53. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete to Sterling. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Geis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. So, first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
55, mark, guys, 55.
Faking the give, Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but now it's third and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Now it's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This is it. 19. Number 53. Number 53.
A first down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep. And
he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells. 41 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold hooking up over the middle with Herndon. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Spins past him, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson with a give to Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Check mine. Watch 85. Check.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Jones on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, it's Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Switch.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the ground, it's Geis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, son. Red 80. Oh, lady. It's out time.
Off of play action, Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Joker.
On first down, this is Geis. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Darnold now to throw, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Watson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself, eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's get it.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17. Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
53's the mark. 53, check 53. Let's get it together.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I'm going to hit you.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike. We own it. 31. We own it. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. I got it.
On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Dances by him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Now the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. Thomas, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, exit. That QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Oliver. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it with Jones. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
No time now.
Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now it's Crowder. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch if you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked on. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Keep it